I was reading Acts. I'm actually gonna put it in Acts 5:11, and it was actually very impactful to me. So we're gonna so it was talking about that pretty much a certain man, Ananias, and his wife sold possessions and kept back on the price. So they did not give the whole price to the church, but they were being greedy, and they just said, you know what, I'm just gonna have the price, I'm just gonna keep some of it. And that came to my mind about tithes and offering. There's people that be like, oh, I'll just, instead of giving 10%, I'll just give 5%. There's people like that. There are even people like that in the Bible. And they kept part of it, but the whole entire, when they sold their possessions, the whole price was supposed to go to the church. They were not keeping, and they literally disobeyed the Holy Ghost. They disobeyed Jesus. And Peter questioned him because he knew, he was like, this doesn't seem right. So he questioned him and said, why have Satan filled thy heart to lie, and the Holy Ghost include that part of the price of the land? When you're with Jesus and you obey Jesus' word and you live with him, even Peter and Jesus was talking, and he's like, hey, they kept some of the price that was supposed to be. They weren't supposed to have. Because if you think about it, if you keep hold on a price, Jesus can't bless you. Because he's like, okay, whatever. And it just amazed me that when Peter questioned him, he was like, why did you do that? Anyway, and after it was sold, was it not in thy own power? Why hast thou conceived the thing of thine heart, but hast not light unto man, but unto God? That's dark. I just finished reading this. And I was like, wow, this is special in my mind. I need to share this. Now, I would say the Jesus is coming soon. I am diving deep into those because those, in my opinion, are very sensitive topics, but also there are topics where they can be like notes to the side. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out. Let's get back to this. He lied to God because he's like, oh, because he was promising in prayers, I'm gonna give you this much, ABC 1, 2, 3, and he didn't. That's dark. When you tell God, hey, I'm gonna give you this amount. Give this amount when your paycheck comes. And remember, I could testify to this, and then we'll go to 5. I'm gonna testify something real quick. I was scared one time. I was like, because usually I was supposed to get my paycheck Tuesday night. I didn't get my paycheck. I was so annoyed. I was like, God, I did not get my paycheck. I have so much bills I need to pay, this and that, And I literally thought, hey, like, you do my paycheck by today. It was Wednesday. I will give you this amount. I got my paycheck that night, and I immediately gave him that amount. I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. I gave him my 10%, and I gave my offering. And I could testify that. To be honest with you, when I got it, I was thinking about not doing it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep my promises, and I'm going to prove that I can. And I said, Jesus, let me prove to myself that I can keep my promises. And I did. And there has been times when Jesus wakes me up, or might even my dogs or something, multiple times at night. Who knows? He was probably like telling me that you'll get up early or something. But one time I did that. I woke up at like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I didn't go back to sleep till like 4, 3, I would say. I prayed a little bit, and it was a very peaceful sleep. It was pretty peaceful, I would say. But yeah, anyway, so that's what it was about, because I was pretty young. So it's been for the grace of God. Shepherd, away in Jesus' name. Anyways, let's get back to this. And Ananias, hearing these words, fell down and gave up the ghost. And great fear came on them that heard these things. You would die on how you live. So basically what I mean by that, and I'm going to dive deep into this. I made a note about that, about how you would die the same way as you lived. Basically, if you lived a holy, Pentecostal, modest, close relationship with God, not just serving the Lord or casting out demons, but having a relationship with God, you're gonna die people knowing they have a relationship with God. He died people knowing that he stole from God, which you can be exposed. Actually, to my cute little category. Anyways, man, 7, and it was about the space.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it was 7, and it was about the space of 3 hours after when his wife, not knowing what was done, came in. She didn't know her husband was dead yet. What? I'm sorry, I'm not making me like laughing, but when I see it, I'm like, woman, how do you not know that your husband's dead? I mean, like, I know couples that was just like checking on their husbands every single day. Husband checking on wife, wife checking on her husband. And she didn't even know because she was too busy stealing. Maybe wrong, I could be wrong. Don't take my word for that. Y'all don't take my word for that. But when I think of that, I think of it as she was too busy that she just went over her head. That she did not even know. She might have been shopping with that spending money that belonged to God. She might have was, I don't know. But apparently when I read this, she was basically too busy that she didn't even know her husband was dead yet. In the Bible, it doesn't say how long it was. It could have been a week. It could have been hours. I'm sorry, wrong. Do not take my word for that. And it was about the space of 3 hours. So she didn't know until 3 hours later. Me, if I had a husband, I wanted to at least talk to me like, that's what I'm like, to at least talk to me like 3 hours. Because now I know that, I'm like, I didn't know that he's alive. But anyways, forgive me about earlier. I'm still a little bit sleepy. And Peter answered unto her and tell me whether ye sold the land for so much. And she said, yea, for so much. Okay. And Peter said unto her, how is it that ye have agreed together to tempt the Spirit of the Lord? You're going to be in a relationship where you tempt the Spirit of the Lord, where you both work for, like, working in iniquity and does not have a relationship with God, or you will both have a relationship and be healthy and be strong and be faithful to the Lord, or you'll just be lost in the world. Or backslide. There's at least 5, every single couple I know is at least some couples that I know that works but does not have a relationship with God, that are backsliders and that you used to know them, that has a healthy relationship with God and now he loves God. You can tell with relationships what has what. Because one of the things, and I'm not pro at this, y'all, I'm just testifying from when I went through and dealt with, is that people notice that there was not a holy relationship with my first. I pray for him, I ask him not to cover him, I protect him, and I pray for every single person that did wrong to me. Because you know what, if I did wrong to a person, I want them to pray for me too. Because we're not fighting flesh and blood. Behold, the feet of them which have buried thy husband are at the door, and shall carry thee out. She was basically, Peter was telling her that, hey, your husband just died. You did not even know it, and we're gonna go bury him. 10. Then she fell down straightway at his feet, and yielded up the ghost. And the young men came in and found her dead, and carrying her forth, buried her by her husband. You stole from the church, you disobeyed God. No, I'm sorry, you didn't disobey God, you lied to God, and you will be buried with your spouse. That's just normal. It's in the book of Acts. Literally, she was buried next to her husband. Amen. You will die with the person that you agreed to marry. Die with the person that you had your ups and downs. In this case, she died with the person that they both disobeyed God. And a great fear became unto the church. And a great fear came upon all the church and upon as many as heard these things. So the church heard about it. The people that are not in the church heard about it. Just saying. It was in my heart, and I was just like, this is a powerful impact that not only can you lie to man, but you can even lie to the presence of God. And that is something that we need to be very sensitive and careful with. And it's very powerful. I would say it's very powerful. And you must have a holy life with God. We all fall. I'm not saying that you have to be perfect and be sinless. That's impossible. We were all born in sin. We all made mistakes. And God created us in His image. God did not create us to be perfect. I always remind myself that, because sometimes when I may say I'm just messing up, I'm not going to make it happen. da 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 da. Now remember that, God, you made us in your image. If you wanted us to be perfect, you would. That we were born in sin, so he did not make us be perfect. Because he knew that we would have pride, and he knew that we are with the Lord. We can be with the Lord and still mess up. It happens all the time. Something slips out, an attitude slips out, an anger issue slips out, a word slips out that shouldn't be said, saying like dummy or bully or whatever, whatnot. It slips out. And I would say keep on going, because Jesus sees you trying. And at the finish line, if you keep on going and not giving up and repent daily and sacrifice your flesh daily, you will make it. Be sensitive. Be a soul winner. Invite people to church. God bless you.